Ooh, cheery music. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. This looks like Alcatraz. Or like Shutter Island. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably not. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass, and all other park-like things, like a swing set, or a sandbox, or some kids playing with kites. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. Okay, I guess he likes dirt and grime. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's the spirit of Sao. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew. From what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. They're all in class, dude. It's a school. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. It's the Twilight Zone. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again, how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. Is that a scientific fact? So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? ... Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous, and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. Ooh, look at this. High School Musical. Not really. Okay. A tall man with a bad... I'm sorry, I kind of spaced out for a second. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. First character. Okay. I'm gonna try and think of a voice for this guy. He kind of looks like he got beat up. He looks kind of like a crackhead. Kind of just always tired, droopy-eyed. Whoa, dude. No. You must be Niki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. I'm so tired. My name is Mutao. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're already waiting. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Oh God, our first decision. Yeah, we'll do it. Might as well. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everybody likes to be the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people. Never mind. But I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. That's good logic. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest as it keeps me thinking about my condition. As I follow the teacher up the stairs. Sorry, I'm hiccuping. Good Lord, stop. The third door down the third floor. Corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. 3-3. Matao opens the door and enters. He walks away. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying about it so much. At least not this soon. Why, hello. Okay, so this dude's got a cane. I don't know, she's just chilling. What's wrong with her? Nothing's wrong with... These people seem fine. She seems fine. He seems fine. He got hit in the face with a frying pan right here. She's fine. All the girls are fine. Except she's kind of creeping me out. And why is this dude wearing a headband? I don't know. She's like, is there a fly? Okay, anyway. There's a fly there. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's a lot of space left over around and in between the desks. It's for the wheelchairs and stuff. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The student desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Efficiency, you're doing it right. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me, and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I notice one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. Where? I'm not even gonna bother looking. It's a little jarring. Whoa, pink hair. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair, and it seems that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hand, as if it will make her invisible. There is one boy with a cane leaning against... Yeah, it's that guy. I was over there. Leaning against the lockers at the near end of the class. At the rear of the class, whatever. I'm going to paraphrase some of this stuff, so y'all might want to get used to it. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. I'm going to get myself a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rim of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Yeah, I mean, the little swirls are really weird. What is up with this dude? What the hell are you doing, bruh? Okay. He looks like Peter Griffin a little bit. Only in anime form. Matao. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except for one girl in the front row who has only one hand. It's not funny. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause that I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai, and after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with the little I said. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently. And when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Why would you put that? It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today. So that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that alright with you? Yeah, that's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Kamehameha. She is the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? Fade out. How can I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Kamehameha is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her, by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakachichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What the hell are you laughing at? What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakachichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Shi-chan. What the hell? Oh, hello. I like you. You're kind of cute. But you're anime and you don't exist, so shame. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has a short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. She is a lot like me. I like her. It's nice to meet you. My guess is she's deaf or mute since she uses sign language. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. The hell? Like the Matrix, moving so fast. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would be. Why you would think I was Shi-chan. So, the pink girl, Shi-chan is her. So many names are being swapped, I'm getting confused. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today, so soon. Hachan, right? Hachan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. What the hell? What are those faces? Yeah, you look like a Hachan. I look like a Hachan. What does a Hachan look like? I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her finger on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Yeah, they're like the Matrix, or a Flash or something, moving super quick. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shichan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there is anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Do you not know you having trouble? Why would... I'm confused. I don't know if she was having trouble with the word familiarize or she's like just making some kind of innuendo that I'm not aware of. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Okay, so she was having trouble. Thanks. That'd be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always. Even if it's a trip to a convenience store. Really, Shichan? What? What? I guess she's... Okay. Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or just didn't care enough to do so. Just like me. I don't really care. Sometimes. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly. But anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It just seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you alright? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things. By asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Evil laughter. Alright. Ah, and another thing, you don't have to call Shichan something so formal like Kamehameha or class rep all the time. Just call her Shichan. Embarrassed. You can see that little blush under her eyes. Ahahaha. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizuni would be more appropriate. Dot dot dot. Yep. Shizuni is fine. Heh. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. Yeah, it'd save me a lot of time. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizuni, who I assumed would be all business. Yeah, she looks like a business lady. I like it. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Exclamation point. She's pissed. Huh? Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start now, or Shichan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the class ends. Evil laughter. That too. Pissed off face. Shizuni glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Relaxed face. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today. Okay. Question mark. The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Class is over. Still, we finish it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizuni and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. Yeah, she's ditzy. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Bell. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Cafeteria food, my favorite. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Matao, now down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard, towards the main gate. Whoa, woman.
It's the cafeteria.